right? Was it last week? Like, we played Friday and Saturday last week, right? So at some point, we did this. We've done 2 wars against Korea, unless I'm mistaken. We've actually, I think, just finished this war against Korea because, well, the truce timer is like fresh. We've got 11 years before we can take another crack at them. I'm pretty sure we did it in 2 steps. I think we took some territory here the first time, and then now we've gone and taken a bunch over here. We've sort of intentionally trolled Korea here, breaking them in half, getting a bunch of the coast. Both times taking as much as possible without... And somewhere along that, one of the patches reset all my freaking, my map modes over here, which is really annoying. And I feel like some of the hotkeys have changed as well. If we take a look at the coalition map mode, Ming is at -39 over here. And that was it. We were basically just on the cusp of having Ming be willing to join a coalition. Obviously, Korea's pissed, but I don't blame them over there. It is 1488, so we've been playing for 44 years. We're still in the Age of Discovery over here. So one of the new features of the patch. We still have plenty of vassals, which is one of the reasons we haven't gone and become Japan yet. We could hit this button to unite Japan. We would form Japan, but it would break all of our overlordship over our daimyos, so we would lose that bonus temporarily, so we might wait until the Age of Discovery. Meanwhile, we're still going to be trying to annex people if we can. Currently, all my vassals, I mean, they actually like me a lot, clearly. No liberty desire, I mean, a little higher over here, but everyone's got positive relationship. However, that's with a big boost to our improved relations. We have mega penalty from annex vassals. Also, we made a decision that led to a pirate haven situation as well. So those are stacking together. It is worth noting, I don't know how this happened though, but Utsumiya over here does not have the huge penalty to annex the vassal. And I don't know why. As far as I can tell, that's these guys right here. No, not these guys. Hold on, I can find them. I'm thinking... Stop panning. I want to click on that. Fuck, that's such a pain in the ass. Who are you? Right over here. These guys must have been released by some sort of war. So they didn't exist when I annexed everyone else. So what we should do is, first off, can we marry them? No, we're at 4-4. Well, maybe we'll marry them later. But I'm going to manually start improving relations with them, because we should be able to annex them over there. Minger's your overlord. He can't join a coalition against you. I suppose that's true, but... I don't want to piss them off, and maybe I could push it a little bit more, but it was fine. It was like a perfectly acceptable, like, well, now we have a slightly lower truce. I mean, we still took like 70% war score or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but we have a slightly reduced truce timer. We had to core a little bit less. We'll do it in little nibbles. It's going to be fine. The rebellions will be easier to take care of. We got our first tip of the day coming in from Terja, who says more Sudoku. That's right. Every time one of my daimyos declares war on another, we do force them to go and start solving puzzles instead. So we might do some more of that. Now, when we left things off, I had not picked the administrative technology over here. I think part of it is like, oh, maybe we could wait until a bigger discount. The next level is going to be another idea group. And it's like, well, then you're also spending monarch points and we have it. Well, we are ahead of time in military by 4 years. How many military points are we actually getting per month? 6. So most likely we're going to find ourselves in a point where we have to spend our military power somewhere. Do you guys agree? And maybe we were also saving for the end of the war, and we've just started all the... Well, we've almost finished the coring. There's 2 last provinces that are about to tick in 2 seconds. I think it's probably okay that we hit this button. It'd be nice to wait till the minus 10%, but if we hit this now, what I'm thinking, and I quite like to do this, because what you want to... You don't tend to want to overinvest in military ideas because you don't want to fall behind on the tech, but the first 2 levels of quantity are so good that maybe what we do is we go and take quantity ideas. We can just unlock even just the first one, Levée en masse. 50% boost to your national manpower modifier. Huge. Brilliant. And then we can wait and see. We might grab the second one as well, because the 20% manpower recovery speed is also excellent. It's always been my opinion that it's worth delaying. It's one of the only cases where it's okay to delay getting your next level military tech is to get the first 2 quantity ideas. And then we can just sort of sit on this for a while and not have to worry about a head. Yeah, people seem to be okay. Quantity it is. Yeah, I think people are still are feeling good about this plan, which is all right. I mean, we don't have to hit it now. We could wait a little bit longer, and maybe we get lucky enough to get a minus 10% over here. On the other hand, the sooner we hit this, the sooner we can start accruing the extra manpower. So if it was just a static bonus that we could hit any time, I might not worry about it. But we really want to raise our cap as soon as possible, I think. So I think it's going to be okay to do this. And there is the idea of going aristocratic or something like that for vassals. We could also end up going influence ideas over here. The thing is, we're going to get rid of the daimyos. They're all going to get consumed into one greater Japan. So, I can't believe you can't move this window. I guess because it's not an event. So we might end up with vassals later on, but my current ones are not going to be relevant. We're going to try to diplo-annex them for now, and then when the next age starts and we become proper Japan and we release our daimyos, then we'll probably just declare war on them to finish everything up. So we're going to hit this button. Hey, we're going to get production efficiency as well, which is nice. And we got our idea group. So yeah, we're going to take quantity ideas over here. Bam. And we're going to take the first level, levée en masse, over here. Selective integration is making it cheaper, which is nice. We have a little bit of corruption, but that's not much of a problem. I could actually grab the second level right away. And I suppose I will. Again, we're going to have 4 years to catch up on military. The next level, yeah, is pretty good. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So there's a good chance we won't be able to hit this button right when it comes of age, but we should still be able to get a discount of some kind. We may be able to get a discount. We can probably time it well. With the extra manpower, we're going to have a grand old time. Okay, next thing to deal with here is the Unrest situation. We've actually got a rebellion brewing over here. These are Manchurian separatists. It looks like they're going to pop within a year. We've just dealt with a little bit of a Korean rebellion over here, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to send some dudes over here. In particular, I would like to stand in the mountains before these guys pop. So I'm going to detach and send you over there as well. We are losing money right now. Most of it is because of reinforcements that are happening right now. If I go and group you guys up, what are we actually looking at here? A total of 24,000, so some reinforcements need to come in. How hard is this rebellion going to be? 11k total. It's going to be fine. So I'm not going to bother about getting any more troops. That's going to be okay. Transports. I guess we could even just mothball these guys. Okay. Our navy's going around. That's great. Okay, those are mothballed. I don't think we have any exploration we can do right now. No. I think I'm going to leave the group here because otherwise I'll forget to send them out again. We will be able to send them out again. Actually, not for quite some time. We've got the increased range. We're not going to be able to do further exploration for a little while now. So I think it is actually going to be okay for me to send these guys to the Nippon trade node so we can get more of a percentage of trade. All right. I think we've taken care of a lot of the initial stuff over here. How will you get the points for both Diplotech and annexing? Well, mostly by sending the focus. We've mostly had to just deal with the fact that it's quite hard to do all that. But the thing is, annexing is still cheaper. Like, annexing a vassal is cheaper than coring their land. So it's still going to be a better way to go about it. All right, I think we can go ahead and unpause. What do we think? Quill, you helped me understand the game way better. Oh, thank you very much, Den. Appreciate that. Shanek says, remove Ming Kebab. Are you sure it's not Ming Baguette? Oh, hello. Okay, so we got an event over here. This is related to all the piracy stuff that's been going on recently. The Kaizo Kushu turned into Suigun. Pronunciation. Over time, we've managed to turn the Woku, those are all the pirates, from a lawless and disparate group of pirates into a navy under our command. The leaders have been made to serve our shogun and have been giving influence and power in our state. The crews and ships under our command are now a professional and experienced force. That's good, I want a professional navy. Capable of raiding, fighting battles at sea, and even performing small-scale invasions into foreign territory. From the quiet cities of Takeda to the haunted ports of Ming, our navy is feared and respected. This is going to reduce isolationism by 1, which will make our text cheaper, actually. Ends the incident, Woku Pirates. We get the Pirates Turned Mariners that last for 50 years, giving us 20% more ship durability. Well, that sounds awfully pleasant. And yeah, if we take a look at our isolationism, we are adaptive. I thought we already were. No, I guess we went up 1 level. So we still have the discount to development costs. We have more institution spread, which is nice, because we have embraced Renaissance, but it hasn't actually spread to every single one of our provinces, so that'll be okay. And then the big question will be what happens with colonialism. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it would be nice to rush up to Diplotech 7, because then we could probably go and explore and actually find the Americas. Like, we can see some land over here that belongs to Alaska, I think. But we can't actually explore the land itself, which means as of yet we are not eligible to spawn colonialism. We've completed our mission to turn our colony into a proper city. That's wonderful. Manpower needs to recover. Well, we'll go and hit that since it's our only mission. In fact, there's a good chance we might succeed. Okay, so we've got a property over here. Fantastic. Love that. I think what we're going to do is we are going to go, we're going to just settle adjacently, because you get a pretty big bonus to settling when you've got adjacent tile. It would be nice to skip from the 6 dev province and just go to the 12, or even better, the 14 here, that's the trade node. But I think overall it's going to be better if we take advantage of the adjacency bonus and send a settler that way. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We should still have a big buff to our colonization speed as well. We're going to move the troops over to here, where there's actually a fair number of natives. A little bit scary. I don't know if they... I think, get the hill bonus. I wonder if, like, depending on tech level, if they rise up this aggressively, could they overcome my 4K? Well, I guess we'll find out, and then we'll deal with it after that. Okay, I'm parked here, which is great. There's still some unrest, even with the reduction. There's still 8 points of unrest over here. But the important thing is we're standing on the mountains, so that if rebels spawn, we will defend in the mountains, or they'll spawn in the hills, and we'll attack there with a -1, but we'll be able to do that. We could lower maintenance, but both because of moving the troops over here, needing to fight off the natives, and doing that, we're not gonna. We do have a much reduced chance of popping the natives, because our policy is 50% less, and I think the clergy, one of the things we were passing here was there. Speaking of the clergy, though, they want territory. And I think what I was going to do is give them one of these provinces to help drop the unrest. Let's say I drop... Oh. Your territorial cores. Right, state view. Actually, that's a great question of... We can make states. And do we want to state all these things? I think the answer is yes. What's our state limit? We still have plenty left over for Japan. We can do 3 more states. Well, actually, we can do... What are we going to state? That's a good question. Move my head. What am my head over? Some of the stuff over here, maybe? With the buildings? And the estates? Probably the estate view. Okay, let me do that. I'll cover up wars. You know what? Let's do this. No one needs to see those messages. There. Done. What do we want to do with the states? We haven't discovered America. We've got like a vague glimpse that there's stuff over here, but we can't actually check the coast. Now, we will get more states, although not as many as before 1.2. 1.2 reduces how many states you get for free as part of technologies and government types and things like that. Although, if we do upgrade to like an empire and stuff, we'll still get a few more. I think it's probably okay if we state all this. If anything, it's in our primary trade node. At least for now. It may not be our primary trade node later on, but... Because I think we will want to move our trade capital probably down to Malacca or something like that much later on. But for now, I think it's okay. So yeah, there's actually bonus trade over here. Okay, that's already been done. That's okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. It's going to be fine. We could always, like, unstate it later, although it costs us points to do that. But now, these guys who are a little bit unresty, we can give you estates. They're cheap territory. So the clergy over here, this will bring you above 10%. Excellent. Excellent. You're still kind of cranky. Oh, and that's the Bushi are kind of cranky right now. Which is a little bit annoying because it would... I mean, I'm the manpower recovery penalty right now, but I guess we're going to leave it as is. Although I could do the instant manpower boost over here and lose more loyalty, but I don't think that's very helpful. No buttons to press. Draft ship for war. Grant monopoly charters. Right, that makes them like us more. That gives them a crap ton of influence, though, and they're already a little at risk, and there could be an event. So we're going to leave that be. Okay, I'm okay with how things are. So, we're just sucking up some people, we're burning off, where we're finishing our overexpansion. Obviously, that's gone. We're going to wait for some of these rebels to pop, just like that. Perfect, that's exactly what we're looking for. We'll smack those guys around, we'll get a -1, but obviously we've got a huge numbers advantage. Right, you had finished besieging that. I'm going to move you down here. I don't think there's any more unrest. No, I'm thinking once this gets cleared up, although there is a little bit of complaint. So we're still paying off the Ming, so now we had to give them 9 admin power. I mean, that's pretty substantial. I mean, that's a month worth of admin power. That's getting close to almost giving them +1 admin per month. So, I mean, it does add up. So this is going down, and then we've got a couple others here, but no, that's basically non-existent. So I'd love to bring down the maintenance, but I don't think we can for over here. Now, we're not going to do any, like, attacking native stuff over here. We're going to try to bring as many of them into the fold as possible, because we should get a boost of productivity if they're around, right? Ah, the Mamluks have triggered their golden era! Now, we could, or I thought we could, at some point. 3 objectives fulfilled. Do we not? No, we don't. I thought we had them for a while, but maybe we never did. Oh, we got more provinces in our... That's it. We had embraced Renaissance, but now we have more state provinces that have not embraced it yet, so it actually... we haven't completed. So we could have hit that button, but I think we can only Golden Age once, apparently. So I think our Golden Age will come a little bit later. So we'll see how that goes. I know, all these map mode slots were all filled with things, but it all got reset, so I'm having to, like, sort of rebuild things. Once I, like, remember that I'm, like, looking for a map mode, I'm like, why isn't that a thing? For example, I'm going to want a Colonial Range map mode. That's one I use a lot. Colonial Range. There we go. This used to be my my Diplomat mode, but that's because it used to be the Y key, or maybe this one was, but now Y is down there, and I'm just used to hitting Y. Y and W, man. Okay, diplomats are home and idle. Now those guys are automated, so they should go back out soon. Most of my vassals are like kind of sort of at the I like you cap, so they may actually sit idle for a bit. I suppose what I could do here is remove 1 diplomat from this and have them start sucking up to a random neighboring country. You know, just for whatever, because you never know when you need another friend. All right, let's do some more conversions. Let's group you up. That's going to be excellent. Yeah, so the Golden Age bonuses are pretty sizable. You get 10% more morale of armies and navies. All power costs are decreased by 10%, which is huge. So you probably want to save up power points before you hit this button and buy a bunch of things cheaper. 10% more goods produced. By the way, I've occasionally conflated production efficiency with goods produced. Goods produced is the one that you get to double dip, because more goods produced means you get more money from the production, and there are more trade goods that exist, so you can get more money from trade. Production efficiency only increases the amount of money you get from the production. It does not affect trade at all. There's also that maximum absolutism in here, which is a function that will come up later. We still don't have a rival, right? Yep. No one can rival Japan! No one. Golden Era lasts 50 years, 1 per campaign, carries over even if you change ages. Thank you very much, Quill13. Yes, I am working towards making Japan. We could hit the button already to do it, but I want the vassals a little bit longer. At least until this age ends. Which, Protestant hasn't spawned yet. So we're not yet. After Protestant spawns, then we've got 10 years, and then Age of Discovery will end. So the Ming, they want some more points. Ming are declaring war. They want more tributaries. That's fine. You're settling over here. Yeah, plus 50 per year is brilliant. Technology, New World Company, Colonial Enthusiasm. Minus 10 because it's tropical, but that's okay. And a 25% chance of getting extra settlers every month. That's also quite swell. Diet Held has gone away, so the Bushi are going to be a little bit more cranky than before. I don't think there's any reason not to hit this. There we go. Boom, we get the extra manpower recovery speed. We do have the mission for it. It would be nice if it completed. I don't even remember what the reward for that is because I finish it so rarely. Less unrest, more national tax for 10 years. Actually, that's a really good bonus if we can finish our manpower recovery. We don't want to lose stability, so I'll take the prestige hit. That's going to be fine. The Japanese Inquisition. So, oh, someone's eating Korea again. Now, they're never going to eat all of it, which is going to be fine. We'll still get a chance to get everything. Again, our goal will be to get everything up to here, because it's all the Nipponese trade node, if we can. So we'll see how it goes and who we've got to fight. Jiangsu over here is a tributary of Ming, so we could declare war with them. They don't seem that big. Military tech is 7, mine 7. Although we're a little further away from upgrading that. We are definitely... Okay, let's think about this. We are behind on Diplotech. If we level up admin or military one more time, we will start to get corruption from unbalanced research. We don't have that right now. But we could get unbalanced research and have that start to be a problem. Also, our vassals become cranky if our Diplotech falls behind. Also, we want to reach Diplotech level 7 so that we can explore the Americas. On the other hand, this is a really, really powerful button because settling faster is critical. Maintaining colonies is an expensive thing. They cost you money until they become cities. So by hitting this, we get to the city phase faster. But I think we have to do the tech. And chat seems to overwhelmingly agree. Excellent. We will save the tech. Again, by Diplotech 7, we'll be able to find the Americas. Hopefully we can get there before 1500 so that we will be in the running for the spawn of colonialism. Now, again, one of the things with colonialism is there was some debate last time over whether or not it would be possible for it to spawn for us. Because it has the red X for have port in Kyoto. People in the chat said that what that means is it can't spawn in Kyoto itself, but your other provinces, your port provinces, will be eligible. So you don't have to worry about the fact that there's a red X in the Kyoto thing. It says it can't spawn in Kyoto, but it actually may still be able to spawn in the other provinces. Whether or not that is true, Twitch chat never lies and never gets anything wrong, so sure. So we're not going to stress about moving our capital. Is it our capital or trade port? Yeah, capital. So, I don't know. Worst case scenario, even if we did satisfy everything, there's a good chance colonialism would not spawn in our territory because every province gets a random shot and Castile will have more provinces, and so there's a good chance it's going to spawn somewhere in Castile anyway. The important thing, though, is we should probably be able to get, especially if we go down to Australia and start founding colonies there, we should be able to get to the point where colonialism will spread to us naturally without too much difficulty. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The thing is, if it doesn't spawn, if it doesn't start here, we won't know for sure if we would have been able to. But if it does spawn in one of our coastal provinces, then we'll know at that point for certain that, that does fit. It'd be nice if there was someone from Paradox in here that could clarify one or the other. This looks like it's permanent boost. I mean, until 1821. I don't know if we tag switch or something weird like that. It doesn't say anything about the current ruler. Just looks like for the rest of the game, our admin and Diplotech costs will be reduced by 5%. That sounds pretty good. So we should do that. Cost us money, but we won't go into debt. Cost us a little admin, which sucks, but this is going to save us tons going forward. And even if it's just like for the current ruler or something weird, although it really seems to look like it's a permanent boost forever and ever, then even if it's not, as long as it helps with the next couple levels of Diplotech, that's going to be great. What is this? May steal maps? Yeah, who cares? Shipyards are pretty good, although money's still a little bit tight. We do want to build some more temples soon. Check the second to last condition has to be in your capital area, not your capital. Well, yeah. But it still have a port in Kyoto. Unless in that aspect they're talking about, no, because my state's not called that. I don't think the region's called that, so I don't know. What's the culture in your colonies? I think it's Filipino over here, which we will almost certainly. So if we had slaughtered all the natives, then I think in that case it would have been our culture and religion, right? But because we didn't, then it's their culture and their religion. We will convert them later on almost assuredly, but most likely what we will do is accept Filipino over here. We just need to get more development and stuff at some point. We'll almost certainly do that. Yeah, I know we'll have a bigger chance, but we're going to leave it. It's fine. I mean, I suppose I could. I really could just move my capital here. Then it's a port thing. How much does it cost again? 354. Oh, because of the... Oh. The problem is our capital has crazy development, so to move it, we have to pay a ton extra because we're downgrading our capital. Yeah, no, let's not worry about it. So, right, we're going to save that. That's fine. We can... There you go. We're going to get the shipyard tech at a huge discount. Minus 15 from time, but it's got the 5%. Ah, 5% cheaper because of the overlordship, 6% cheaper because of ideas.